Howdy, partner. Welcome back to you. So Elon Musk, friends, is going to be auditing the corrupt SEC. And for fraud, abuse, and scams, here is our favorite doctor, Dr. Hexologist, who is working at Burger King. Maybe he'll be able to retire like the rest of us. Of course, PulseChain is going to benefit with the public revelations from the SEC. Corruption, you know. That's what we want to happen. We just want them to say, you know what, man, just back off. Everyone start backing off because a lot of bad things were happening and we can't really trust that their decision-making process was not tainted, okay? So it's great for PulseChain. It's great for the everything as well. Just questioning the authenticity of Gary Gensler, very important. Now, friends, I've got to remind you that you are my Habibi Albi. So, you know, every day covering the same meticulous process. What can you expect to come good when others' BTC is this low? Pretty much nothing. We can change it on a monthly candle as well, friends. This is what we look like down here. Absolutely nothing. Especially if you have 3 red months in a row. So that's why the sentiment is this bad. When you have 3 red alt BTC months in a row, my gosh. And I think it was so disappointing just because as well, it was following a Donald Trump presidency victory. But that's how the cycle goes. We just need to wait a bit longer. Very, very importantly as well, the S&P 500, friends, is very, very close to like cracking through its highs, which is wonderful. That's a beautiful, beautiful chart to see. So it's making new highs. We're waiting for that to hopefully continue. And then usher in, you know, the next tech wave. Maybe AI and crypto are bundled together. We'll see. And with the advent of the LA vape cabal, or the LA vape cabal pretty much rugging everybody over and over again on the JPEG coins, people started talking about, you know, meme coins and utility. What's happening? So obviously you have this amazing picture out here. Obviously this is from Kelsia Ventures guy. It's kind of funny, man. A lot of people are trying to paint him as like a really bad evil dude. They're just LA vape cabal people. Okay, they're just ruggers. So you can give all your energy and say that, but look, who's enabling them? Who's enabling them? You've been told that they're scammers 450,000 times. You know, who's enabling them? I'd like to know who's enabling them. Trump coin, same thing. Where's all the Trump winners? It was the insiders. Someone put in $1 million at the start. In fact, they were able to buy Trump with $1 million clip at 500 million to 800 million market cap. They did like literally 40x on that in 48 hours. And they were able to cash out heaps. 500 million to $1 billion. I think thank you to Mr. Nigmi, 0x Nigmi, the DeFiLlama founder. He calculated that, yeah, insiders have cashed out about $1 billion from Trump. About. And you're wondering, so I mean, how does that happen? It's because of the trading volume, friends, because they're listed on all the exchanges. Now, remember, it's doing 64K volume here. This is on spot. All the volume is being done on the, obviously, this is the Meteora chart. This is the, here you go. This is on the, another liquidity pool. See, volume $160 million. So that's what happens. Like they could just cash out $10 million every day. They sell 2 to 3%, and they're cashing out on the exchanges, and that's why you got this chart. Cash. They're digital collectibles. That's what ultimately, I'm trying to help you. You know what I mean? Now, on the other hand, as well, we've seen the utility coins, man. Utility coins, they're meant to be defensive for a bear market hedge, aren't they? You know, Ethereum's a utility coin used for gas. And memes, technically, they're meant to be late stage. So it's funny. People are saying, oh, now that the memes are done, come back to utility. You have learned nothing, my friend. Utility is meant to go up first. You're the defensive thing. When people get really confident about the defensive stuff, they go into the meme junk, the vaporware, yeah? Now, not all memes are junk, right? But the JPEG coins, they're absolute filth. But what happened? What do we see? The utility coins didn't even pump. They just went straight for the JPEGs. What does that tell you? Does that tell you the market's stupid? No. The market's smart. As I've covered for you in my 4,600 plus videos, I've told you, the market decided that they're full of this junk. They're sick of it. Okay? They know how the game works, all right? See, memes went up only a little. Memes went up, utility only a little, and they all did a massive retrace. Maybe the utility coins that everyone knows are too expensive for the value they offer, tiny value. So what's actually happened is all these utility coins that people claim, oh, utility, actually just VC insider grift pieces of trash just like everything else. It's just you don't have any demand because you get nobody excited. So that's the ultimate conclusion from these. It's the JPEG meme coins. That is a natural response. People keep losing in the VC down-only expensive token grift stuff where they launch on the exchange cabal, Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, just to use everybody's exit liquidity. They keep doing that. And see, no one gets rich along the way. Therefore, no one wants to participate. So instead, what do? Instead of, it's a very natural response. Instead of relying on a couple of devs and this VC roadmap team to code away things, instead of relying on that, people rather take it in their own hands. They grab their own lollipop and they go, yeehaw, yeehaw. I'm taking things into my own hands. That's what they do. And so they go and they build communities, as I've written here. People rather build communities than rely on two vaporware roadmap utility devs to build code and dump their unlocks anyway. So that's the ultimate conclusion from these. But where's the rotation going to go through now? Well, here's the irony, friends, is even XRP maxis, they think they're still like a useful utility coin, even though it's just a meme. You're a meme that lasted long enough, now you're a cult. They're looking at the memes like, oh, you're the trash and you go down. Like, no. I don't think so. Liquidity and markups, people keep coming to places where they think is going to be high growth, and they will keep doing that. Now, where's the next story narrative going to be? We don't know. So that is what's spinning everyone's wheels right now. They're like, man, how did we get extreme meme euphoria in 2024 before the utility coins went up? Well, what it actually means is you're wrong, utility coin holders. You are wrong. Yeah, the market has literally bitch slapped you and said, your concept of utility is not cheap. Okay, you are not offering anything to the market to make people want it. Okay, and guess what? People have had 3 cycles of that being let down and just being VC insider grifted, so they don't want none of it anymore. In some other nice news of the day as well. So DeFiLlama, friends, recently, they've now finally added PulseX for their dashboard viewing, and they actually tweeted about it. Now tracking PulseX for our fee and revenue. Remember, PulseX, friends, the strongest casino token in crypto. It is a protein version upgrade of Uniswap. The buy and burn is up to 6.41%, which is beautiful. It keeps ratcheting up every single day because PulseChain is, see, the market, very interesting. It's priced PulseChain and PulseX and HEX and Inc. It's priced them like a celebrity token, but the chain is still doing $35 million of volume a day, compared to something like, if you go down, how much is XRP doing? $6 million of volume a day. Even if you go down here, how much is Cordanzo doing? Charles Kuckinson, $4 million of volume a day. I mean, like, even if you look at Tron, or say all these things are way, way, way bigger in size. Tron's only doing, they did $11 million of volume a day. And I think that's, look at this, all of this probably just came to one coin. Here you go, Tron, wrapped Tron. So basically it's fake. So what's that, friends? Wrapped Tron, it's arbitrage with Binance and Kraken and everything out here. So when they move like 0.1% deviation, they trade the volume on Raptron and they go arbitrage and they make a penny. So it's not even real volume. You pretty much remove 8 million from the equation, you're down to only 3 million out here. It's just inventory arbitrage scam bots. That's why I have full confidence, man. We are still really cheap. I wish we were expensive, friends. Trust me. I wish we were expensive, but I have full confidence that this thing is eventually going to resolve itself to the upside. Also, speaking about PulseChain, friends, we know we have the corrupt Interpol coming out here with their clown nose. Honk, 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 honk. Corrupt Interpol with a fat, lactating man boob, soy boy Finland government. Just to show you how little respect they have out here, friends. The European officials, they are unelected bureaucrats. Unelected. They go behind closed doors, and now just all of Europe has grandma energy, bad vibes, no innovation, no inventions, just totally going backwards. I really feel sorry for European people who live there, who are relying on the government pretty much for anything. You have to take everything to your own hands. And look at the type of campaign they were doing. Now, what you're about to watch is, this is their campaign to try to get immigrant men to stop abusing, if you know what I mean, women in their country. So it's actually funny. Let's listen. This is the best thing they can come up with.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
So stop! Don't touch me there. This is my nanosquare. Hey, my nanosquare is here. Barbaric immigrants who's literally, they've been indoctrinated as kids for whatever it is, the country or the religion or whatever. They've been indoctrinated that women are commodities, that you are below men, and that your body is theirs, have now been able to walk into your country, basically abuse the system, social welfare abuse, burn your flag, cuck the men of your nations, and this is the best thing you can think of. This is the best thing you can think of, okay? How about you learn from the Americans? Okay? You say, hey, you want to try that stuff? You came to the wrong country. You like your own home back so much? Leave. Send them on a boat, send them back. So why do they all do this, friends? Look, if you really want to know, okay, that's why corrupt Interpol, like that's from Finland, okay? This was an actual campaign, okay? The sexual violence against women, okay, bro, did it work? Did it work? No, it didn't work. Hey, stop! I'm doing a dance! That's why the PulseChain community, alongside the whole world, does not take the corrupt Interpol seriously. So when we rally, friends, I will be communicating out to the marketplace. The market is rallying because it does not take the Interpol notice seriously and is just FUD. And just to remind you what it was, the corrupt Interpol, friends, remember, they think that, okay, soy boy Finland government incorrectly think that the blockchain is theirs, that they own Ethereum, and that they have a business tax revenue, and they are owed $600 million from Richard Hart. Then they made a bogus claim, claiming that Richard Hart bashed a 16-year-old in a stairwell and bruised his face so bad. However, he literally has live streams from that exact moment with knuckles and hands as dainty as a night elf, friends. A little night elf in the forest. Whee! So we know they're full of crap out here as well. Europe got a big problem of these unelected bureaucrats, deep corruption. And that's why, friends, remember the information gap? I'm talking to you always about the information asymmetry. We know it's FUD. So your information level is up here. The market still thinks it's down here. It takes a while for it to get up. See, this is how markets work, okay? So you do tell 30 people out there, hey, the Interpol thinks FUD. The price ain't going to go up, okay? People only get smarter when the green candles come. I wonder if I had a friend out here who literally has been lighting up a green candle and tweaking his nipples every single day for us. You know, every single day. Right here, finally got it to work. This green candle feels like the market as well, taking a while to pump these green candles. So there you go, friends. Ultimately, we're all going to make it. Now, I wanted to show you something strange that happened. There's this Delta Canadian airplane.
We're in Toronto. We just landed. Our plane
Look at that, upside down.
crashed. It's upside down. Fire
That's
department's
wild.
on site. Upside down. Everybody, most people appear to be okay.
My
We're all
gosh.
getting
Wow, so honestly, I have to check this 3 times. Is it AI? Is it real? Did this plane really crash? That's just something to think about. Now, this is where it's going to get weird. Someone zoomed in to one of the passengers here, and they are wearing a To the Stars jumper. See To the Stars? Do you want to know what To the Stars is? To the Stars is a coconut intelligence agency, you know, CI apples. It is an organization started by Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 and Hal Puthoff. So it's Coconut Intelligence Agency funded. And the whole goal is to do UFO alien disclosure to the world, okay? To the Stars Academy. Now, I've got some videos and stuff coming out later, so it's interesting UFO stuff, but you have to look at it from the lens of this is the government trying to cover their tracks. So the way Tom DeLonge speaks, so Tom DeLonge To the Stars, you know, friends of Blink-182, like, all the small things, you know, Mr. Tom DeLonge, right? So out here, To the Stars. Very weird. Someone was on the plane. Weird. That's so random. And by the way, there's UFO spotted activity and blinking lights and stuff randomly happen up there. The perspective of this UFO law, though, if you listen to it, it's very obvious. I'll just share it with you. This perspective is he's obviously spoken to a lot of government officials that are in the deep state, and they're trying to play it very delicate. They want to find out how little disclosure they can give to the public without revealing that they've been murdering people for like 70 years over it. They're trying to like walk that fine line. And how do you know that? Tom DeLonge is a big sympathizer of them. So if you listen to his interviews, he goes, hey, like, you know, the poor government guys, he actually says this, the poor officials, like, they don't know what to do. They're so confused. Like, they don't know how to talk to the public about it. They just don't know. Like, it's really, you look at it, you're like, dude, you are covering up so many brutal things, murders and stuff out here in the name of them just, like, throwing out some breadcrumbs on some aliens and stuff. So yeah, man, when you see something like this, it does scare me a bit, just random planes falling out. Man, there's been a lot of things coming up, man. There's a lot of random planes just start falling out of the sky. Man, I've done some UFO coverage stuff as well. There are pockets around the world. One of them is actually in Australia. I forgot the name of that mountain where, yeah, there's an actual just pocket in the air. It's full-on electromagnetic black hole pretty much. You go in there, planes pretty much to start. You'll just lose electricity. And they are where some remote viewers, is where it gets strange here. Some remote viewers, they found out there's basically hotspots around the world. There's basically UFO bases. There's UFO bases. They've had satellites. They don't want any humans there. They've basically been watching us for a long time. And it's like, I don't know, it's like you got Homer Simpson sitting in the control room, just like watching over everything, make sure nothing explodes. I got that vibe. It's kind of funny. But yeah, we'll be on the lookout to see if any more planes start falling out of the sky later. I saw this post from Elon earlier. The real reason so many Democrats are upset about entitlements like Social Security and medical fraud investigations is that they are using your taxpayer money as handouts to attract and retain illegal immigrants, their future voters. That's what it's all about. So that's like deep from Elon. But here's the thing, friends. I mentioned we are going to get more US corruption rings unveiled. The deep state won't get pinged for obvious reasons. It's more politically convenient to go after immigrants. The cycle will continue. So you will learn throughout history, yes, there's going to be a distraction. Oh, it's the immigrants, you know? And friends, of course, he's telling the truth about that. But what do you think? Look, you know who they are, yeah? You know who they are behind the scenes. If you're the puppet master, what are you going to throw in front of all the jab maxis out there? What are you going to throw in front of the sheep population? Are you going to throw deep state, military, murders have been hidden, we've actually got advanced UFO tech stuff, we've been hiding it for the public? Are you going to throw that in front of people? No. Okay. On the other hand, someone says, hey, we've got some immigrant stuff out here. Let's report, you know, they've been doing a bit of rape, a bit of murder. They've been getting a bit of funding from this system just to buy votes. Okay. What do you think the population is going to be easily told about? They're not going to be told about the deep state UFO. They'll probably be told about it's the immigrants, it's the foreign people every single time. You know what I mean? And then the cycle begins over and over again. That's why poor people, like if you give them money, they'll quickly show you why they're poor in the first place. Right? You give them free airdrops in crypto, they'll show you why they're poor. Don't ever trust them with money. Don't. They have to prove themselves. They have to sacrifice to get in there. It's the only way to accumulate wealth. There has to be some sort of sacrifice out here. You can't just go and hand this stuff out here. And yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. There's also this interesting post here from Mr. DipCatcher. He did this post here, friends, and it was a bit trolly. He goes, a serious and realistic solution to reduce ecosystem-wide inflation and ensure Richard Heart achieves true glory is to forget everything except HEX on Ethereum and take aggressive action to cause HEX to kick off the alt season to lead from the front. So he goes on to explain that, and he says, like, you know, delete all the tweets about PulseChain and stuff out here just to basically try cause some big FOMO run and things out here. Now, I made a reply here. I just want to show you. It's not, it is my opinion. It is my interpretation. And I know there is no right or wrong, but I just like, if I had to go and if I could bet a large amount of money on me being kind of correct, I'd bet on it. Just another way of saying it. I back myself with this one. So let me give you my interpretation of what's going on. PulseChain has saved the HEX community, and now it's the PulseChain community. Okay, so PulseChain did save HEX, but what you say, friends, everyone says, oh, PulseChain saved HEX. No, incomplete. PulseChain saved HEX community. Okay, now it's the PulseChain community. So what I mean by that, well, I'll continue. Okay, so they're both true, but it's not just HEX. Save the HEX community. So this is what you say. Instead of 70% of the HEX market cap bleeding out to the other altcoin ecosystems, people decided to let it bleed into Pulse, PulseX, PHEX, Inc., PDI, PWDC, and the rest of the P tokens, and it's pretty much on the ecosystem. So that's probably what would have happened. So people who came for that DeFi yield, if there was no PulseChain, in a nice theoretical world, HEX would be like 4 or 5 cents now and it would stay the same. That's a nice theoretical world. Most likely, though, it wouldn't be there because a lot of people are on PulseChain. They're holding because there's more narratives and things in the city that offer it to them. There's the PDI narrative, right? The P token narrative. There's incentive token, the greenest logo in crypto. You got PulseX owning a casino, the best real DeFi utility coin in the freaking game, buy and burn. You now have pump ties, so you have JPEG casino stuff. You get it? There's NFTs, there's subcultures. There's a Tangang, a Tropa, doing all these liquidity games. You see what I mean? Like all these fans, the Pokemons, a lot of things. Basically, it gives people a reason to stay. It's basically Reed's Law. It's performing it more tighter. Okay, so that's how you navigate this. Firstly, to understand what's going on. And then I'll just finish it off with, therefore, we most likely don't need to do anything drastic, except keep the energy and vibes up, anticipating that Ethereum will be above $5,000 one day. Here is Ash and Pikachu. So we're going to crank it up a bit with some journey music, some Pokemon journey music, friends. Okay? You get it now? That's kind of funny. He said do nothing. Yeah, do nothing. Do nothing. And look, what it is, friends, I know it's not. As a man of faith, that's what market cycles are, by the way. That market cycles are just, you're just a person of faith. The same force that took PulseChain, Ethereum, and altcoins down, okay, this is the business ISM cycle. We just believe, like I believe, this is me. You have to believe. You want to make it in markets, you have to believe this same force, whatever it was, a cyclical force that took us down, will also take us up. Okay? You just got to believe it. Unless you want to believe this time is different. But look, imagine you said this time was different every time. I want you to focus every time we dip below this horizontal line. Look at that. Imagine you said this time was different, 2008. This time was different. Imagine you said that. This is 1999. Imagine you said that, friends. Every time you said this time was different. Look at that. We're still going. We're still going. Imagine you said this time is different. 1980, 1974, 1970. You see that? Because the data comes out monthly. Do you really want to believe that this time is different? Now, how does that correspond to altcoins and PulseChain? Well, when business confidence goes up, some say up, some say opposite of down. When business confidence goes up, people are making more money, yes, and they're feeling more confident about the risks they can take. So they don't just invest in, say, Bitcoin in crypto. They go, hey, you know, like my business, instead of having a $10,000 profit month, I made $15,000 this month. I've got a bit of extra money now, you know, and they're like, oh, I'm not in crypto. What should I do? Hey, I've got an extra $3,000. Can you give me like 3 coins? I can put $1,000 on each of them. You see what I mean? But they don't have the profit yet. They're still sitting at $10,000 in their month, right? You need to get that confidence business up. Yes, and that's everybody's business. And they're like, hey, you know, Bitcoin's a bit boring. I want a bit of that flair. That's what we're all punting on. Punting. That's ultimately the cycle, friends. And also, I know, you know, you're like, whenever we get down these periods, it's a very, very horrible period we've gone through. Everyone says, well, this time is different. We'll never go back up. But then when we go back up, it's going to be people saying this time is different as well. People will be saying, no, Elon, he's on our side. Donald Trump is on our side. They're going to be saying, we've got countries buying Bitcoin now. the cycle's going to be, no, we're only going to drop 30%. You know, they'll be saying the same confidence to fight the cycle will be on the upside. It will. I promise you it will. Humans are just not changing. We're just not changing, friends. Until you can change the neurotransmitters in people's brains, we ain't changing. The decision makers, it's chemical in our brains, okay? So you and I, you know, I'm glad we're not born about 30 years from now. Everyone might be an AI. It might be too hard to make money in markets. Yes, but right now we can do this. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And ultimately as well, you're my friend. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. Yeehaw. Howdy. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.